Flock up or flock off. Not you. You stick around because it's about to go down. Can you smell what the flock is cooking? Let's fucking go. Oh, yeah, I'm still in the spirit, man. I can't let it go, dude. Like, because y'all had to see the Christmas fit. The Christmas Eve fit was crazy. Y'all saw we was all black on Christmas, so hashtag Black Christmas. You already know we came out, put that thing out. And, of course, right now I'm watching the game. And you might be asking, saying to yourself, Egomaniac, dude, it's season time. We in the season. We almost in the playoffs. What you doing sitting down? Your boy got a little bit hurt up at work, you know what I'm saying? So we bring this thing in like therapy. Like I don't just need therapy for this, man. We're gonna need some physical therapy going down the line. I don't know. It feels crazy. We're only one day removed. It feels crazy. I can't do anything, so I'm not even gonna try and be tough for y'all or nothing like that. Regardless of whom or what, you still flock with the most energetic entity in the Eagleverse. Just with a little bit less energy, y'all. You know what I mean? But we still in here. Like I said, yo, the Christmas fit. I know, so I'm an egomaniac. I'm an egomaniac. You know what I mean? The Christmas fit was crazy. We had the Christmas cat with the right, not this, got this for Christmas. H1M here on the Thursday, Hearst Day. Oh, go figure, let's fucking go. Oh, yeah. So we got that going. We had the Maniac jerseys with the red hoodie, with the white pants, with the white and red 11s. We was killing it out here, yo. But you know I'm repping this 24/7, 360 fly. We live up in here. Let's flock and go. So we just going to get into a few things over this game, man. But before we do that, let's get the Nets keeping out of the way. Please like and subscribe. If you've got that Fly Eagles fly, drop a comment in that box. If you're flying with the flock, let's fly. Do remember, join that Maniac thing, know the gang. You hit that bell, you get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Let's fucking fly. Let's go. And while that's the Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes, good tides. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. Oh, yeah. Let's fucking go. Man, it's just a few things I want to get off my nest, get off my chest right away, bro. It's like, dope. Some of us out here need to calm down, man. Like, we out here doing this, man. And I'm trying to find the right way to say this without getting everybody's feathers all ruffled and all that, man. But I mean, like, dude, like, we're not coming off of, like, we came off a Super Bowl appearance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're trying to get some more. But, dude, it's like, fam, this is still what? An 11-win team as it stands right now. And maybe we get it from our leaders. I don't know, like, enjoy what we got going on. This is a flocking, beautiful thing. We're not getting, of course, it doesn't look pretty, but, I mean, this is great. This is Philly, like, what other way would you want to have it? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, last year was dope. You know, we blowing teams out here and there. It wasn't every game. Please do remember that. Like, a lot of people, you know what? Sorry, Santa, man. This is good job. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Back to what we is, who we is, how we do this thing, man. Like, would you rather be a good team that loses or a bad team that wins? I heard them pose that question on Speak the other day. Like, bro, a bad team that wins. Well, we're not a bad team. Let me not say that way. Look bad and win, actually. Like, would you rather look good and lose or look bad and win? I don't give a damn, man. It's all about that winning. It seems somewhere along the way we've lost sight of that, dude. You know, this dude is thing on the fly. It's like, bro, this is what we do. This is how we do this, man. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly, I don't give a damn as long as it leads to a damn W. That's all that matters to me at the end of the day. And I don't see why people out here just going crazy about this. If the media is saying something stupid, who cares? We should be used to that. This is what happens. We already know. No one likes us. We don't care. But as long as we keep turning away these wins, albeit that 3-game losing streak was basura, disgusting. But then you look at these other teams that's going through these losing streaks. It's like, what, Dallas is going Dallas. This is that time of year. I saw this dope meme. They would put, oh, of course I'm watching the game, right? Saw this dope meme, GIF, if you will, a GIF. Guy's riding down the hill. You see him riding down the hill, and he's, you know, they got the star on him. It's the Cowboys. Then, you know, the goal is right there. The goal is right there, easily attainable. It's right there. You see the goal. You see the end. You see the playoffs. I believe that's what it was. And just out of nowhere, the guy just veers off and boom, crashes into a garbage can. And I mean, that's like a microcosm of the last 20 years of what the Cowboys do. So, I mean, while they've done great things this year, they even blew us out one of those games, one of the 2 games that we faced them. It's just, you feel it in the air. Like they're going to do what they're going to do. You got the Niners out here talking crazy, talking about, who was it, Bosa saying, you know, hopefully, I believe it was prior to us playing the Cowboys, hopefully we gave them the blueprint to beat them. Like, And it's just like, once again, guys just not keeping their eyes on the prize. You still looking back at us. You just beat us. What you worried about us for, man? Worried about your thing. Because now, quite possibly, the blueprint could be out there to beat y'all because y'all paying too much attention looking backwards instead of what's right there, right in front of you. Those Baltimore Ravens look really crazy. But we're just talking about this side of things because, we got questions for the NFC. So I'm going to answer a few of those things. We're going to get into a few game things too, man. We're doing this on the fly. We're doing it, fighting through pain on top of that. And that's another thing. This injury, whatever the case may be. I have a newfound respect for our boys going out there. I mean, we all know injuries hurt is crazy, but you like, come on, fight through that. But when you bank Joe, bro, dude, and I'm pretty sure these guys probably go through this after every damn game. I can't get out of the bed without help, bro. I can't get out of it. Dude, this is wild. Everything's off, especially with the back. But then again, very rarely do you see these guys play through back pains, injuries, whatever the case may be. There's nothing you can do. You can't talk. You can't breathe. You can't do your little motions on your Egomaniac YouTube channel. It gets crazy. Regardless of what, back to the point, because I heard someone say that a few weeks ago. We got to stay on point. Put your maniac staying on point with crazy. Open your eagle eye, poke your meat. Where's my eagle eye? Oh, no, we're too low. Regardless of whom or what, right? You got these guys talking about us. Looking back, and quite possibly they could have issues of their own going forward, and whatever. Flock the Niners. Oh yeah, thank you Ravens. Action Jackson doing the damn thing on Monday night. Oh man, like it was just like a cherry on top. The Eagles win, and then watching them lose, and not just that, the Cowboys lost the same weekend. It's a beautiful thing. We beat the Giants, and then the Commanders lose. Like, do you even care about them anymore? Not really, but it's still still dope. Everybody in the division lost except for us. So, we had a day to stand on top. A great Christmas for us as a fan base. So I'm saying we love that. And of course, we want more, bigger, better things going forward, and hopefully we can attain those things. But at this point, I just feel we need to keep this one game at a time, one day at a time. This team I feel like they can get better. And at the end of the day, we're winning. And, it's like this saying that I have. I tell my family this all the time in relationships. And, this is a relationship-based thing as far as a football team goes. You see all the arguing, you see all the chi-chi and the rah-rah-rah and all of that. I tell people this all the time in relationships and teamwork. You're going to have arguments with your team. But and it feels like sandpaper. It's rough. But what do you need to smooth things out? You need sandpaper to smooth things out. You smooth things out with the sandpaper. So we're going through this rough times. And at the end of the day, we'll look back on the season as a beautiful, pristine, smooth Super Bowl trophy. It looked crazy for us. Whoa. A Super Bowl trophy, man. Hopefully that's where this thing ends up. If it doesn't, I mean, it is what it is. It just wasn't in the cards for us this year. We could definitely point out a bunch of the warts. But there are a lot of good things still to hold up behind this team. A beautiful thing is Shaq Leonard showing improving last week, possibly a diamond in the rough, and Keely Ringo stepping up, doing his thing, possibly us getting OZ out there a bit more in these screen plays, albeit he did get bullied back into Boston, so that's like a double-edged sword. I don't know, but he's definitely great blocking down the field, Other DBs, smaller DBs, I don't think we could throw him in there with the likes of, the linebackers that they have out there in the NFC. But man, I just feel like we could get through this thing, man. I just feel like we could get through this thing. Other things from the game. That was another one that could have been to the house. Boy, yikes. To all it twice. Miscommunication. I just feel like our stars ain't starring. You know what I mean? We could get to that, but I mean, that's just something that I wrote down. I don't know why. Because of what I just said, I feel like there are things that can be done in ways that we can improve going forward. And I don't think these things are beyond our grasp. Sometimes you look at your team, you're like, damn, what are we going to do? As far as the Cowboys go, the big loss, we beat them before. So, I can rest my hat on that. As far as the Niners go, we destroyed them in that first quarter. Sounds wild. Sounds like something a Cowboy fan would say, or a delusional Niner fan would say. But you got to put something, you got to lay your hat on something, and that's a positive that I could take away from that Niners game. And it wasn't that crazy. Was it that crazy? Bad call. Whatever. We lost. But what I'm saying is, I can see things where we can better these things. These losses don't seem insurmountable. You know what I mean? And we already know the Seahawks BS. Are you what? Yeah, so there was that. And, we also got about 500 yards total offense. last game and people out here crying, like, there was 2 fluke plays, like we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right going forward. I see we got this Cardinals game coming up. They next up. The questions is for them. And I'm seeing, what was it, NewJersey.com. Maybe they're like, Philly still feeling the loss of Jonathan Gannon. It's a wild thing to hear anything, anybody, any entity say. However, I get it. It's not so much we're missing Jonathan Gannon. We're missing the continuity that we had with Gannon. So I can definitely echo those sentiments because I get it. A lot of us, me included, felt like, it would be an easy transition. We still got the players, the team, and this, that, and the third. But, with these coaches come different philosophies, different terminology, different things to do. I thought we may have mitigated that continuity by keeping someone in-house, the next man up, and Brian Johnson on the offense. However, it seems like there's a bit of a gap in translation, how he wants to run it. But maybe there's a bit more input from Nick Sirianni because I'm seeing some of the warts that we had his first season rearing their ugly heads again. Not to say he's a bad coach. It's just, he has a lot on his plate. And sometimes in looking at the bigger scope of things, you may, miss a bit of the minutia that is needed to run an offensive operation in game time, in real time. You know what I mean? But regardless of what, you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's bad or anything, this, that. But an offensive coordinator could better focus on what's at hand. And it seems like we're just if we were ever to get this slow start thing down packed, like, dude, like we could be a real powerhouse, because more often than not, I just see us making adjustments, and which is a great thing, being able to make adjustments and overcoming whatever you fell to early in the first quarter, first half, or whatever the case may be. It's a beautiful thing to have. You're able to, you're quick on your toes, you're intelligent. It's a real sign of intelligence. One of my homeboys used to tell me that, like, you know what I mean? So being able to switch up, adapt in real time. So that's a beautiful thing that we have. But I mean, like, damn, bro, start these games off right. But speaking of starting games off right, a beautiful moment. I'm the president of the Britton Covey Fan Club, the PBFC, whatever you want to call it, right? PB's president of POBCFC, POBFCFC, whatever. You get what I'm saying, man. That dude came out there, showed and proved, bro. He's out there doing work. So the special teams looks dope. I'm loving Kelly Ringo, man, as a diamond in the rough. Like, so there's a lot of things that are coming through this adversity that we could see going forward could propel us to getting to where we want to get. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. I'm not going to sit here and just try to force it in your heads. Why I see it the way I see it, you can see it the way you see it. And all that matters at the end of the day is whether they can do it the way we want them to do it, period. OZ block, and I might have touched on all this stuff during the game. Jalen one pocket run. The kick coverage was good. Jake the make. OZ's block, and we love all of that. I think we touched on that. Distractions and injuries. Yeah, distractions. Yeah, we already touched on the injuries. Like, I understand these guys fully right now, and I'm going through what I'm going through. This ish is wild. Like, I could not imagine doing what they're doing, let alone doing what I have to do to get through the course of a regular day. Like, these dudes are having whole humans to compare with, regardless of whom or what. So we got distractions. So I'm sitting here thinking about distractions. Like, people say, talk about them. We're going to go outside the nest real quick. Kelsey and, that was a dot to Goddard. Oh, my goodness. Both of those three, I believe all three of them had above 60 yards receiving that day on Christmas. It's flocking awesome. Good things going forward. So you got, they're talking Mahomes with the documentary. You got Kelsey with Taylor Swift. You've got Jalen with all the accolades he's received in the offseason. All the things that he's doing. The Kelseys, the offensive linemen with their songs. Jason Kelsey, with all that he's being endowed with, being over, whatever you want to call it, all the things that he's been given. Do you remember that Swift run, dude? Swift is out here hurdling people, giving out crazy work. What, yo, dude, if he could have stayed up on his feet on that, what? Wild, hurdling people. So you got Jason Kelsey with all the things that he's been given in the offseason, the offensive line, they're doing Christmas carols and all that. And I'm the type of person to say, you know what, you're bugging. These are going to cause these teams to falter any more or less, or the player in and of itself. It's not taking away time. People are like, oh, it's taking away time. These players aren't sitting there in the books all day. They're not sitting there running through plays all day. Like, they have lives. There are other things that they do. You know what I mean? Much Jalen Hurts, Kelsey, all of them. These guys have lives, albeit sometimes I even say with Jalen Hurts, you want to pull him out of the, that dude might be suffering from a little bit of paralysis by analysis. He might need to calm down, take a step back real quick. Regardless of what, I don't think these things are distractions in that sense, like they could be spending more time doing what they're doing. However, when you're in the public eye, much like when I'm on here, I'm sitting here talking crazy trash with the Niners fans during the Niner week and all that, right? And then when you lose a game like that, it hits different because you sat there and you exerted effort and you put it out there. You put yourself out there. You lynch yourself out there for the criticism. That's not just like the L, man, the L. You start thinking to yourself, what could I have done different? Albeit, I know this is just superstition on my behalf. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said that about that, or can't go that crazy on that, and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Whereas, these players, they're sitting there thinking like, damn, I put that out there. And it's just a second, just an inkling of doubt. You're like, damn, I did this, that, and the third. I should have, man, why did I do that? Oh, man, they're going to think it's because of that I did that. And then you're just distracted a millisecond. So I do get it to that extent. And, man, it's time for some of these dudes to rope it in. I don't ever want to be that guy. I'm just saying it how I see it. Like, if I was a performance coach, this is something that I would portray to them. But however, I'm not a psychologist. I'm a maniac, right? So, and I might need a psychiatrist. However, just things the way I see it, maybe the guys need to, temper it down if this is what they're doing in the locker rooms, talking about, their commitment and, their commitments off the field and on the field and how they can come together, and get things right, get this shit right, this flight, you feel me? Get this bird back on course, then albeit I'm all for it, man, and I hope they get this thing going the right way in the direction that we need this thing to go, man. And yeah, this is just how I feel on this Thursday, Hurts Day. A little bit of therapy. Gonna need a lot more therapy. But hopefully not, going forward. And I just don't know why we don't do this brotherly shove more, man. Like, there was a third and one. That one looked like he could have stepped over the damn thing. There were a few third and ones when I was like third and shorts. Like, bro, I know you want to try other things. We got to keep our foot on this team's neck, man. We got to keep our foot on this team's neck. But a win is a win is a win. And we're 11-4. We're still in contention for the 1 seed. Like, let's flock and go. We're getting gifts all over the place on Christmas. Let's flock and go. It's a Black Christmas. So it's a beautiful thing to behold, dude. And I just want to keep this thing going. Pardon the uhs and this, that, and the thirds, Trying to keep this energy up. We got a big game coming up against these Cardinals, 1 o'clock Sunday. One of our first 1 o'clock games all season. This is going to be crazy. It's going to feel different, but I'm here for it. With that being said, you already know how I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. Until the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. You already know what time it is. Around that time, about this time, at this time. It's Eagles o'clock around here. We got questions. We got questions for who? We got questions for you, NFL. NFL's looking crazy over there in the AFC. We got questions for you, NFC and NFC East, most importantly, the NFC East. So yeah, we had some kudos. But this week, we got questions for you, Arizona Cardinals. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania swoops down, runs wild on you? Let's fucking go. Say it with me. EAGLES. Eagles. Woo! Let's fucking go. Had to pull this thing over close to me. Yeah, it's about to get crazy, y'all. Oh my God, how do we stop it? Oh yeah, coming through a stadium near you. Let's fucking go, Birds.